Hi, it's Saturday the 25th of July and today I'm continuing my journey up the Rhone Valley. I'm making a slight change to my plans. I won't be cycling to Germany. I'm heading back to Roscoff and then back to England because I'm having problems with Wi-Fi in France. A lot of the French hotels, the Wi-Fi is pretty awful. And the Airbnb I stayed at in Valence, the Wi-Fi was so bad I had to go into the town centre to look for free Wi-Fi to upload my video. So I've decided to head back to England and get an unlimited data SIM card for my mobile phone. So it's quite a nice route. I'm heading north to Chalon-sur-Saône, and then I'll be heading to Lyon, and then to Le Mans, and then to Rennes. And then I'll be following the cycle path along the Brittany coast to Roscoff. So it'll be a nice journey. Today I'm just heading for a town called Vallier. There's a supermarket there so I can get some food and water. I don't think there's a campsite there, so I think I'm just going to do what I did a couple of days ago and just continue cycling along the cycle path until I can find a nice secluded place to camp again, because it's quite a nice region around here for camping, I think. Quite a nice day again. There was something on the news about the Mistral blowing today on the TV weather report, but it seems quite still at the moment, quite warm. This is Le Barrage de Ras. I'm about 4 miles from Vallier now, and I'm just looking for anywhere that might be a good camping spot. So I've still got a couple of miles to go yet to actually look for a place, but it's looking quite promising around here. Just arrived in Vallier. I've just been to the supermarket. I've stocked up with food and water. I've noticed coming up the cycle path about a mile down there's a nice little secluded spot which could be ideal for camping, so I'm heading back down there again. So I've found a nice little quiet spot a bit close to the road, but I don't think anyone's going to see me in here. I've just come up a track that looks quite overgrown. So, as usual, just going to sit in the shade and wait for the sun to go down, then get the ground sheet out and start editing my video. So, till tomorrow morning, good night. Sunday the 26th of July. Today I'm just carrying on along the valley. I'm cycling to a town called Pondrieu. Just had a couple nice cups of coffee in the bar in the centre of Vallier. So now I'm going to just continue cycling along the Rhone. There is actually a campsite in Vallier. I just passed it leaving the town, but it didn't look that nice. It was like the other place I stayed at where the ground, there's hardly any grass left. And it looked pretty hard, the ground, not much shade, so I think I was pretty well better off where I camped last night. I'm arriving in Lyon tomorrow night and I'll be spending 3 nights there. I'm quite looking forward to it because Lyon is quite a nice town. It was quite a major Roman town, and there's still the ruins of an old Roman theatre with some really great views over the town. So I'll be spending some time filming the town when I get there. Just arrived in le département de l'Isère. I'm about 10 miles from Condrieu now. The weather's getting really nice now, and this is a really nice stretch of the EV17. I've just arrived in Condrieu. There's a campsite in Condrieu, which I hope it's open, so that's where I'll be spending tonight, and then it's just a short ride into Lyon tomorrow. I've just arrived at the campsite. I think it's called Camping l'Île des Pêcheurs, just very close to Condrieu. I think this is a campsite it just caters to cyclists and hikers. No motorhomes or caravans, which is quite nice. So it's €15. You get Wi-Fi, but it's a bit weak. But I think I can listen to streaming radio on it. I'm just watching this very good video at the moment. On my map, it's a little bit scrunched up, but now I've just got. So I'm gonna just sit down in the shade now and plan my journey for tomorrow. So good night. Just crossing the River Gare. Monday the 27th of July. Today looks like it's going to be another nice day. I've just got a really short journey into Lyon, which should be quite nice. Just arrived in the town of Vienne. So the Rhone River is 813 kilometers long, which is 505 miles, and its source is the Rhone Glacier in Switzerland, which has an altitude of 2,208 meters. The Romans called the Rhone the Rhodanus, and that originated from a Celtic word, roto or rhodo. It was a name that Celts gave to a lot of rivers, and it meant something like something which rolls along. I've just arrived at the outskirts of Lyon. Because I gave myself far too much time to get here, I've just booked. Originally I was going to just have 2 nights here, but I've arrived quite early, so I've booked an extra night tonight. So I've booked an Airbnb a couple of miles away, and then tomorrow morning I've got another Airbnb, so I'll be cycling onto that. So today I'm just going to go to the supermarket and then look for my Airbnb, and then the next day I'll travel to the next Airbnb and then have a look around Lyon's old city centre. Tuesday the 28th of July. Today I'm cycling into the old town of Lyon to have a look around. I've just arrived at the confluence of the Saône River and the Rhône River. I was looking at YouTube videos finding out how Saône is pronounced. Some people pronounce it the Saône River and some people pronounce it the Saône River. But this is where the Rhône River now turns eastwards and it heads towards Switzerland, and the Eurovelo 17 together with the Rhône heads off towards Geneva. And when I leave Lyon, I'll be following the Saône River up to Chalon-sur-Saône. So I'm swapping rivers now, and then after the Saône I think I'll be following the Loire River back to Roscoff. And this very unusual and interesting building is the Confluence Museum, and it's a modern art museum. But I won't be going there today. There's a couple of other museums I'd like to visit, because keeping in tune with my Roman theme of cycling through the Rhône Valley, there is a museum in Lyon about the Romans living in the city, so I'll be having a look at that this afternoon. This is La Place Bellecour. It's a large square in the old town, and it measures 312 meters by 200 meters and is the third biggest square in France. And in the center of the square is a statue of King Louis IX. I'm just going to start heading up to the Fourvière Basilica on top of the hill. It's a nice view of the Saône River from here. This is a great place to have a cup of coffee. This is La Place Saint-Jean and the Cathedral of Lyon. And this is Rue Saint-Jean. This is Place de la Basoche. This is the Fourvière Basilica, which was built in the late 19th century. And here's the view from the basilica. When Lyon was a Roman city, it was known as Lugdunum, and this is the heart of the old city. It was founded in 43 BC, and it was the most important Roman town in Gaul, and it covered more than 300 hectares. And for 4 centuries, this district was the centre of Roman life in Lyon. There's the remains of 2 old theatres here. There's the smaller one just there on the left, and on the right there's this absolutely huge theatre. So I'm just going to have a look at it now. The theatre is still used for concerts, and it can fit 4,500 spectators, but in Roman times this could have accommodated nearly 11,000 people. The Roman Museum is close by now, so I'm just going to wander over and have a look around there. And next to the main theatre, there's this smaller theatre. This is the temple that was built on Fourvier Hill around 20 AD. These are Roman coins from the 3rd and 4th century. These are parts of a Roman catapult and some other weapons here. And these are lead projectiles which were used in slings. These are small Roman bronze statues, or statuettes. This is a statue of Neptune, which dates from the 2nd century AD. And this is the head of what was a statue of Jupiter. I think the statue would have been about 3 meters high. And these are some more bronze statuettes of Roman gods and goddesses, such as Venus Apollo and Hercules. And this is a model of what the two theatres would have looked like. This is the Circus Games mosaic, which dates back to the 2nd century. This is a map of the Via Agrippa. This was the network of roads that the Romans built across Gaul. And some more statuettes in very good condition. This is Apollo in the centre. So it's time for me now to look for my Airbnb for the next 2 nights. I think I'm going to upload this video now and then continue with my next video when I head off for Chalon-sur-Saône. So thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope to upload my next one soon. Bye!